What's good, YouTube? I said, what's good, YouTube family? This your boy Really Rizzo back in the building with another video. Don't forget to show me some love, 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 love. And like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. This video about the movie Baby Boy. Tried to warn you. Let's see what they talking about.
People call me the street professor because I
Street
see life
professor.
lessons in these hood classics. And Baby Boy,
Okay.
that's not just a movie. That's a
Nah.
warning label wrapped in baby mama drama and bike rides through South Central. Yeah. It's got jokes. It's got chaos. But underneath all that, it's a blueprint of why so many men.
Yeah. Uh, I can see where you're coming from on that. Basically the whole movie based off real events. You know what I'm saying?
They broke emotionally, financially, spiritually. Tyrese plays Jody, a grown man still living like a kid. No rent, no vision, no plan. Just vibes and manipulation. But the thing is, Jody's not rare. He's common. That's what makes this movie hit so hard. So today,
I wouldn't necessarily say he didn't have a plan because he was an entrepreneur. He was you know what I'm saying? He he was selling clothes, female clothes, gay clothes. He was selling clothes, so can't really say he had nothing going. But I get what you're saying though.
we're going to break down the real lessons from Baby Boy, not the surface level stuff. We're talking generational cycles, arrested development, and why you gotta boss up or get stuck. Because staying broke is a choice. And Baby Boy shows you how it happens. Let's get into it. Lesson 1. Stop being a rental tenant in your life. You remember that opening scene? Jody standing shirtless in the backyard, talking about how black men are like babies? No ownership, just surviving. He's not lying.
Business owners, I'm talking to y'all. You do know that you should be running your business under an LLC, right? Did y'all know you can form an LLC with $0 plus state fees with Zen Business? Zen Business makes this process so easy for you. Zen Business has a really easy to use filing process with the fastest LLC filing options. They offer a 1-day filing process to start fast. I need y'all to visit zenbusiness.com and get your business started the right way.
All you wanted was to add a column while planning your next sprint. Maybe it's time to move to Monday Dev. Here are 5 Monday Dev features to plan, track, and ship software fast. Manage your sprints.
But the wild part is, he says it like it's normal, like it's okay. Let's break that down. Jody's whole life is borrowed. He's living at his mama's house rent-free, using her food, her electricity, sleeping in the same room he grew up in. He's a full-grown man, pushing 20-something, with a kid on the way, and he still acts like it's his mom's job to keep the lights on. And it doesn't stop there. He's riding around in Yvette's car, eating off Yvette's work check, living off her love, until he flips out and accuses her of not being loyal. Bro, you don't even have your own place. This is what I call being a rental tenant in your own life. You're just passing through, never owning anything. No house, no business, not even your decisions. You're just borrowing space in other people's lives and calling it survival. And that's the trap. Because when you don't own your space, physically or mentally, you give other people control. Your mama can kick you out. Your girl can take the keys. Life can snatch your comfort at any moment. And let's be real, Jody wasn't broke because he didn't have money. He was broke because he didn't have structure. He was living moment to moment, thinking being the man of the house meant yelling or flexing, when really it means having a plan. Look around today. How many people are still stuck in this Jody mindset? They're renting rooms, leasing cars they can't afford, living paycheck to paycheck, and not once thinking about building something for themselves.
That's when you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta find out what, you know what I'm saying, what you like to do. Not even what you like to do. What works for you, what, you know what I'm saying? Ain't hard to get no job. Ain't hard to find your career either.
Ownership isn't just about real estate. It's about taking full responsibility, making sure your money's building you up, not just keeping you alive for another month.
Yep.
Jody had 2 kids and no crib. That's not just broke, that's dangerous. Now here's the flip. When Melvin moves in, Jody feels threatened. Why? Because Melvin's a man with discipline, with experience, with ownership. He walks different, talks different. Jody senses it and hates it. But the truth is, Melvin represents what Jody could be if he stopped playing house and started building one. So if you feel like you're stuck right now, ask yourself, are you owning your own path or just renting time in somebody else's? You don't need to buy a mansion tomorrow, but you do need to start acting like your future is your job, because no one's going to hand it to you. And if you don't get that,
that's most dudes out here. Y'all need to, you know what I'm saying? Stop waiting.
You'll be 35, still sleeping in your mama's back room, mad at the world, blaming everyone but yourself. Lesson 2. You can't cheat the game. There's this one scene that tells you everything you need to know about Jody's mindset. He's selling stolen dresses out of the trunk of his girl's car. No receipts, no taxes, no paperwork, just straight hustle. And in his mind, that's making money. That's winning. But what he doesn't realize is he's playing checkers in a chess game. Jody's whole lifestyle is built on shortcuts. He borrows his mama's roof, he rides around in Yvette's car, and flips stolen merch to make a quick buck. And when it works for a day or two, he thinks he's figured it out, like he cracked the system. But here's the truth. You can't cheat the game. Every time you avoid the hard route, learning a skill, stacking your money, building credit, you trade a small win for a bigger loss later. It's like putting duct tape on a leaky pipe and acting like the problem solved. It's not. It's
You gotta fix it. Ain't no just putting tape on it. You gotta fix it.
just delayed. That's what happens to Jody. The streets close in. The same dudes he used to laugh with, now they're setting him up. The same schemes that made him feel like a boss, now they've got him paranoid, looking over his shoulder. Because when you move like that, fast, sloppy, under the table, you build a life that can fall apart in a single day. Now, let's bring this to real life. You ever meet someone who keeps switching jobs, dodging taxes, never registering their business, always in between something? They talk a good game. I'm grinding.
But can't show a good game.
I got something big coming. But 5 years go by and they're still in the same spot. That's Jody. That's the trap of hustling without structure. It looks like movement, but it's just spinning in place. There's a reason real wealth moves slow. It takes time to build, time to get legal, time to make mistakes and learn from them. Jody never gave himself that time. He wanted the rewards without the responsibility. He wanted to feel rich before ever being secure.
Wanted that shortcut. That's what you call a shortcut. With your being lazy with your hand out. You did?
And let's be honest, it's tempting, especially when money's tight. But those fast routes, they age you, they break you, they make you reactive instead of being strategic. The real flex is building something that lasts, paying your taxes, getting the LLC, learning the game. That's how you stop being broke, not just in your wallet, but in your mindset. Jody thought the shortcut was freedom, But every shortcut he took made his life smaller, less stable, more fragile. That's the cost. And if you keep playing like that, you won't win. The game wins every time.
Did you know that nearly half of US TV streaming time is on Roku? With Roku's new self-service ad tool, it's easy to set up your own CTV campaigns. So you can tap into Roku's.
Lesson 3. Check the influence in your circle. There's a line in Baby Boy that ain't ever said out loud, but it's written all over the screen. If you hang around 5 lost people, you'll be the 6th. Let's look at Jody's circle. First, you got Sweet Pea. Violent, impulsive, ready to throw hands at a moment's notice. He's Jody's ride or die, but that loyalty comes with baggage. Sweet Pea doesn't think ahead. He doesn't reflect. He reacts. So every time Jody hangs out with him, he's feeding the version of himself that stays stuck in survival mode. Not strategy, just ego, pride, and reckless decisions. Then there's Rodney, the ex-con out of prison, back in the neighborhood, flexing muscle and threatening Yvette. But the deeper message is more subtle. Rodney represents the future Jody's heading toward. The washed up, washed out dude who never grew up.
Y'all see that? Did y'all catch that? Did y'all see that? Catch that as y'all paying attention? In the movie Baby Boy, basically they saying Snoop Dogg was the future of Baby Boy if he kept going down that path. That's cold.
Who never got out. And now all he knows is control, manipulation, and intimidation. That's who Jody's becoming, unless he makes a hard pivot. Contrast that with Melvin. Melvin's not perfect. He's got a past. But now, he's disciplined, got a job, works out, pays bills, shows love to Jody's mom. He doesn't posture like a gangster because he's not performing anymore. He's living. And even though Jody can't stand him at first, Melvin is the one who quietly shows what manhood really looks like. Not just strength, but restraint. Not just power, but presence. See, your circle isn't just your company.
Yeah, it ain't always about strength and power. It ain't always about strength and power. Sometimes about mindset and your strategies.
It's your compass. If everyone around you stuck, you start thinking stuck is normal. If they clown your ambition, mock your growth, or drag you into messes, they're not just slowing you down. They're reprogramming your mindset, little by little. In real life, this is why so many people stay broke, not just financially, but emotionally and spiritually. You're in group chats with folks who only gossip. You spend your weekends with people who don't dream. You share ideas with people who can't see past tomorrow. It's death by 1,000 small influences. But the flip side is just as true. One mentor, one solid friend, one Melvin in your life, someone who challenges you instead of enabling you, can shift everything. It's not about cutting people off just to feel superior. It's about protecting your direction. You can't grow if you're surrounded by anchors. And sometimes the biggest flex isn't going farther alone, it's changing who you walk with. Because here's the truth. Jody didn't need better advice.
Even if you gotta remove yourself and just be by yourself, you can start learning. All you gotta do is pay attention and sink it. You feel me? Focus in on it.
He needed better examples. And when your circle levels up, so do you. Lesson 4. Accountability saves you. There's a moment near the end of Baby Boy where everything's on the line. Jody's standing in the dark with a gun, ready to take Rodney out. His pride's been crushed. He feels cornered. And in his mind, this is the only way to be a man. But right before he makes that irreversible,
Now, how many young dudes, Ryans, feel like that? It didn't happen like that. or it's finna happen like that. You know what I'm saying? Take heed to what you paying attention to and receiving.
Decision, Melvin steps in. Not yelling, no long speeches, just presence, just stillness. Melvin grabs the gun, looks Jody dead in the eye, and reminds him who he could be. That moment, that's accountability in action. See, Jody wasn't dumb. He wasn't evil. He was alone in his decisions for too long, surrounded by yes men, unchecked egos, and people who mistook chaos for
You're a yes man. I don't want you around me. I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want nothing to do with you. And if you got yes man around you, use a yes man. Facts.
masculinity. Nobody ever told him, nah, bruh, this ain't it. Not until Melvin stepped in and became the mirror Jody didn't know he needed. In life, most of us don't fail because we're lazy. We fail because we never had someone challenge us to be more. It's easy to coast, easy to rationalize bad habits, easy to say, I'll get it together next year. But when there's someone in your corner, whether that's a mentor, a coach, a big brother, or even a therapist, suddenly you've got a reason to tighten up. Not out of fear, out of respect. Think about it in business. The entrepreneurs who scale fast, they've got advisors holding them to a standard. Think about it in fitness. You lift harder when someone's spotting you. Think about it in life. The times you grew the most weren't when things were easy. They were when someone called you out with love.
So basically, what he's saying is the same thing. The saying is, two minds better than one. You know what I'm saying? Two minds better than one. One hand wash the other, or one wash. I wash your back, you wash my back. You know what I'm saying?
And refuse to let you shrink. But here's the key. Accountability only works when you accept it. Melvin didn't baby Jody. He wasn't soft. He earned the right to correct him because he walked the walk. And once Jody let his ego drop, he finally started listening. He started thinking long term. He apologized to Yvette. He started acting like a father to JoJo. That shift didn't come from a lecture. It came from finally having someone say, you're better.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need the guidance. Sometimes you need the information. Sometimes you need the answer and you ain't even got it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's right in front of you. But the most important part is you gotta be the person that wanted to accept it. You know what I'm saying? And want the help, the answers. You know what I'm saying?
Than this, and I'm not gonna let you fall. So here's the real world truth. You can grind all day, watch all the motivational videos, read all the books. But if nobody's checking you, if nobody's telling you that's not the move, you'll eventually self-destruct. That last scene with Jody walking through the park holding his son's hand, that's what accountability leads to. Not perfection, but progress. The kind that doesn't just change your life, but everyone around you. Baby Boy wasn't just a movie, it was a mirror.
Yeah. I mean, when you start doing what you're supposed to, take care of the responsibilities you were supposed to, it don't just affect you, it affect you, everybody around you. You evolve.
Jody stayed broke because he stayed stuck. No plan, no growth, no accountability. But the lessons are all there if you're ready to apply them. So let me ask you, what part of Baby Boy hit you the hardest? Was it the scenes with Melvin, the moment Jody started to change, or something else entirely? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read them all.
Yeah, that was a good reaction. That was a good uh, narrator. As you could say, advice. But yeah, YouTube family, what y'all think about this video? What y'all think about this reaction video? You know what I'm saying? Just show me the love, the love, the love, the love, the love. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Ooh wee, crazy work, man. Noodles, the shit, it no matter.